Welcome to our channel, Learn IELTS Fast. Let's get it started. Essential vocabularies for IELTS. Unit 9, The Natural World. Nouns. Agriculture. The science or practice of farming, including the cultivation of the soil for growing crops and the rearing of animals for food. Farming, cultivation. Animal kingdom. A classification of living organisms that includes all animals. Fauna, animal life. Burrow. A hole or tunnel dug by a small animal, especially a rabbit, as a dwelling. Tunnel, den. Climate. The weather conditions prevailing in an area in general or over a long period. Weather, atmosphere. Crop or crops. A plant or plant product that can be harvested for food, livestock fodder, fuel, or other uses. Harvest, produce. Decline. A gradual and continuous loss of strength, numbers, quality, or value. Decrease, deterioration. Den. A wild animal's hidden home or lair. Lair. Burrow. Disaster. A sudden event that causes great damage or loss of life. Catastrophe. Calamity. Ecological balance. A state of equilibrium between living organisms and their environment. Ecological stability, environmental balance. Ecology. The branch of biology that deals with the relationships between living organisms and their environment. Environmental science, biological science. Evolution is the process by which different kinds of living organisms develop and diversify from earlier forms during the history of the Earth. Development, progression. Extinction, the state or process of a species, family, or larger group being or becoming extinct. Die out, disappearance. Fauna, the animals of a particular region, habitat, or geological period. Synonyms: animal life, wildlife. Flora, the plants of a particular region, habitat, or geological period. Synonyms: plant life, vegetation. Genetics, the study of heredity and the variation of inherited characteristics. Synonyms: heredity, genetic science. Habitat, the natural home or environment of an animal, plant, or other organism. Synonyms: environment, home. Human nature, the general psychological characteristics, feelings, and behavioral traits of humankind. Synonyms: human condition, human characteristics. Insect, a small arthropod animal that has 6 legs and generally 1 or 2 pairs of wings. Synonyms: bug, arthropod. Mother Nature, a personification of nature as a nurturing force. Synonyms: nature, the natural world. Pesticides, chemicals used to kill pests, especially insects and rodents that harm crops. Synonyms: insecticides, herbicides. Predator, an animal that naturally preys on others for food. Synonyms: hunter, carnivore. Prey, an animal that is hunted and killed by another for food. Synonyms: victim, quarry. Repercussions, unintended consequences occurring sometime after an event or action. Consequences, aftermath. Scent, a distinctive smell, especially one that is pleasant. Fragrance, aroma. Species. A group of living organisms consisting of similar individuals capable of exchanging genes or interbreeding. Type, kind. Soil. The upper layer of earth in which plants grow, a black or dark brown material typically consisting of a mixture of organic substances. Dirt. Ground. Vegetation. Plants considered collectively, especially those found in a particular area or habitat. Plant life. Flora. Vermin. Wild animals that are believed to be harmful to crops, farm animals, or game. Pests. Nuisances. Weed. A wild plant growing where it is not wanted and in competition with cultivated plants. Unwanted plant. Invasive species. Adjectives. Arid, having little or no rain, too dry for trees or plants to grow. Dry, barren. Catastrophic, involving or causing sudden great damage or suffering. Disastrous, calamitous. Disastrous, causing great damage or harm, very unfortunate. Catastrophic, devastating. Domesticated, of an animal tamed and kept by humans as a pet or for farm produce. Tamed, cultivated. Endangered, of a species seriously at risk of extinction. Threatened, vulnerable. Extinct, no longer in existence, having no living members. Vanished, lost. Genetically modified, organisms whose genetic material has been altered in a laboratory through genetic engineering. GM, bioengineered. Introduced, brought into a place for the first time, made known to others. Brought in, imported. Native, originating or produced in a particular place. Indigenous. Local. Natural, existing in or caused by nature, not made or caused by mankind. Organic, inherent. Resistant, having the ability to fight against something, impervious to something harmful. Immune, unaffected. Semi-arid, having less moisture than is needed to support most trees, but more than an arid climate. Moderately dry, semi-dry, partially dry. Tropical, of, typical of, or peculiar to the tropics, warm and humid climate regions near the equator. Equatorial, warm. Vulnerable, susceptible to physical or emotional harm, open to attack or damage. Exposed, defenseless. Wild, living or growing in the natural environment, not domesticated or cultivated. Untamed, feral. Verbs. Adapt, to adjust to new conditions, to modify for a new use or purpose. Adjust, modify. Combat, to take action to reduce or prevent something undesirable, to fight against something harmful. Fight, tackle. Cultivate, to prepare and use land for crops or gardening, to foster growth in plants and animals. Grow, raise. Eradicate, to completely destroy or put an end to something undesirable, to eliminate entirely. Eliminate, remove. Evolve, to develop gradually, to undergo gradual change or development over time. Develop, progress. Hibernate, to spend an extended period at rest or inactivity during winter, to sleep through winter months used primarily for animals. Sleep, rest. Tolerate, meaning to allow the existence, occurrence, or practice of something that one does not necessarily like or agree with without interference, to endure something unpleasant. Endure, accept.
And there you have it. You now know all the essential vocabulary to talk about the natural world, from agriculture and climate to extinction and evolution. Ready for the next step? Don't let your vocabulary decline. Tap right here to jump to the next unit and keep learning fast. If this lesson helped you combat confusing words, hit like and subscribe here so you're always prepared for the IELTS. See you in the next one!